Welcome to The Explainer, where today we are digging into one of the biggest stories in cricket right now, Bangladesh's absolute demolition of Afghanistan in their recent T20 series. It was a result that definitely turned some heads, and we're going to unpack exactly how this stunning sweep went down. And it all comes down to this one number, 3-0. Look, this wasn't just a series win. This was a statement. A stunning clean sweep that has the entire cricket world talking. Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll start with that final result, then get to the core reason it happened, which was all about Afghanistan's batting. We'll look at how Bangladesh answered back, we'll highlight the series' standout players, and then finally, we'll hear from the captains on what this all means moving forward. Right. First things first, let's just set the stage and look at the definitive outcome of this three-match T20 international series. This was just a comprehensive, dominant performance from the first ball to the last. Bangladesh didn't just win, they completely dismantled Afghanistan in every single match to claim the trophy, leaving absolutely zero doubt who the better team was. So the big question is, how did such a one-sided result even happen? Well, the entire story of this series really hinges on one single recurring issue that absolutely plagued the Afghan side. And I mean, this wasn't just one bad day at the office. It was a fundamental problem across all three matches. They consistently failed to build any partnerships or create any real pressure on the Bangladeshi bowlers. And you know what? You don't even have to take my word for it. Afghanistan's own captain, the legend Rashid Khan, was brutally honest in his assessment. He made no excuses, just flat out admitted his team was simply outplayed in every aspect of the game. And this scorecard from the final match, it just illustrates the point perfectly. This was a must-win game for them to avoid the whitewash. And yet, they could only scrape together a pretty below-par 143. For a team that's known for its firepower, that kind of total was just never going to be defensible. All right, now let's flip to the other side of the coin, Bangladesh's clinical and really professional response with the bat. And right here, you can see the perfect contrast in their mindsets. Where Afghanistan looked frantic and really struggled for any momentum, Bangladesh just stayed calm and composed, chasing these moderate totals with real confidence and some superb match awareness. And here's the proof. In that final match, Bangladesh reached their target with 4 wickets and 2 full overs to spare. It was comfortable, it was clinical, and it sealed that historic whitewash. Now, a victory this dominant, well, it always has key players who step up when it matters most. So let's turn the spotlight onto the standout performers for Bangladesh. In that final, decisive match, it was Saif Hassan who really stood tall. He anchored the chase with a fantastic unbeaten 64, making sure there were no late-game jitters and just guiding his team home. A true match-winning knock right when they needed it. But if you're looking at the series as a whole, the undisputed star was the bowler Nasim Ahmed. On these slow pitches that really suited his style, he was just relentless. His clever changes of pace and subtle spin, it left the batters completely guessing, and he consistently put them under immense pressure. He was truly the architect of their batting collapses. But here's the crucial point. This was a complete team effort. It wasn't just one or two guys. You had Mohammad Saifuddin taking key wickets in the final, Shoriful Islam making those crucial early breakthroughs, and Captain Zakir Ali earning a lot of praise for his smart leadership throughout. So, what did the captains make of it all? And maybe more importantly, where do these two teams go from here? Let's get into the final takeaways. You know, the captains' reflections really tell the full story. On one side, you've got Rashid Khan pretty much focused on fixing the fundamentals, a lack of intent, a struggling top order. And on the other side, Zakir Ali is talking about building on this new confidence, highlighting his team's hard work. Two very different stories coming out of this series. And this rivalry doesn't stop here. The teams have to pivot, and pivot quickly, because they're facing off again in a 3-match one-day international series. This is Afghanistan's shot at redemption, or it's Bangladesh's chance to continue their dominance in a brand new format. And finally, you might have been wondering why the series was trending so heavily. Well, a huge part of the buzz, especially in India, was just that fans were scrambling to figure out how to watch the games. With no traditional TV broadcast, the high demand for streaming on Fancode just goes to show you how much this rivalry really captured people's attention. So, this T20 series has set a very clear narrative. You've got Bangladeshi dominance and Afghan introspection. And it leaves us with one final big question as we look ahead to the 50-over format. Can Afghanistan's stars bounce back and show that famous intent we know they have? Or is this the dawn of a new era for Bangladesh? We'll just have to wait and see.